seeing the way audiences responded to the first movie really gave us a lot to grab onto in terms of story direction for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And definitely for James, I think, being able to go through it and say, this is what Guardians of the Galaxy is, this is the heart of what the audience loves, and sitting in a screening room with the audience, watching the movie with them over and over and over again really gives you a great feel for the elements that work, for the elements that make the audience say, this is something I love, this is what's making me fall in love with these characters, this is what's making me fall in love with this story. And I think James sort of took that and went away and thought about it for a long time, and was talking about story elements over the course of shooting and posting Guardians 1 as well, and went away and came back with what basically is the story for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, almost unchanged. Like there are little alterations here, little changes there, stuff around the edges, stuff always evolves, that's the development process, but very shortly after Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 came out, James put a treatment on our desks and said, this is my vision for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. The secret sauce for Guardians is always, it's incredibly funny, but it arrives at its humor by taking its characters very seriously. And so there's a lot of heart and a lot of emotion that goes along with this humor. And Guardians 2 delivers that in spades. The jokes are all over the place, and the characters don't always take themselves very seriously, but the movie does. And the way that the movie takes them seriously and sort of gives them a real emotional core to draw on is what makes them. The story picks up a few months after the events of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, so Chris, along with Gamora and Rocket and Drax and Groot, are all kind of doing mercenary work around the galaxy, sort of playing on the fame that they gained by saving Xandar, who's at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. And they're kind of full of themselves now, they're kind of rock stars in their own way, because they're so famous, because everyone loves them. And so Chris and Quill are kind of in that zone. They're not exactly the ragtag group of misfits that we saw in movie 1. They're kind of a little more full of themselves now. They've got a little bit more ego. And Quill, of course, is still on the trail of who his father is, which was a big story thread that was left dangling at the end of movie 1. It's something that's top of mind somewhat at the beginning of movie 2, and something that Quill and the movie will explore. Quill's father is an intergalactic adventurer in his own way. He's been on many, many different worlds and many different planets, and had his own kind of adventures, not dissimilar to what the Guardians have gone through. And he's been looking for his son for a very, very long time. Yondu, of course, was supposed to deliver Quill to Quill's father, and didn't for some reason. We're going to learn